morning, and welcome to our morning take. My name is Frank Johnson.
And my name is Abraham Lawrence.
And I'm Nick Seaman.
And our goal here is to describe for you the movie that is going on in our head when we read the Bible. Today is Monday. You guys have to know how much I hate Mondays. Even though it's pre-recorded and it's actually a Sunday night, it's still Monday. It's the first podcast, and I hate the first one. It's always hard to just kind of get into things. This is the episode 136. Today is July the 17th when it will be actually broadcast. And Abraham is still over there jotting notes. We gave the professor the assignment, and then Abe actually goes and does all of the notes.
Abe is the real professor.
Yeah, well, we know.
I'm
who
just
it
a
is.
decoy professor.
Knowledge is power. What can I say?
All right. Any news? Anybody got any news? No. Good. All right. So
That's all I got.
So I just want to throw out there, Community Christian Academy. If you are looking for a school to send your kids to, please consider Community Christian Academy. The principal there is Reverend David Ross. He is the new pastor of Southside Baptist Church, which is now over on Bethany Road here in Gastonia. Mm-hmm. And it's really just a few blocks from my house. Wednesday nights is going to be awesome. I think I can bike up there, you know?
Yeah.
Not. I think I'll get in my car. It's way too hot.
I really want to see you riding on the bike. with
Listen,
the little bell. Dring, dring.
Abraham, for the last 6 years, we have had a concert the second Saturday in July.
Yes.
And that just passed, and it was raining up here at the church as I was preparing for my sermon today. And all I could think of was, well, I guess this is why God had me change the date this year.
Amen.
I'm not really sure, but it definitely rained on us last year. I know that.
It was surreal for me and bittersweet that, because we're so used to that is our thing every year. And, I had a moment, but, God knows better than we do.
Listen, I did too. I do miss that. But for you guys out there that might not know, we are going to have a wonderful homecoming service here at the church at Hands and Feet Fellowship. We're at 208 West 3rd Avenue in Gastonia, 10:30 on, I believe it's September the 10th. Didn't we do that this morning, Logan? Do you remember the date? I think it's September 10th is a Sunday. We're going to have some special music that day. Brother Abraham has a few people that he's got to contact, but we're going to have a super guitar player that's coming in. I believe our Hands and Feet guitar player, Clark Masiag, if he can make it. A guy named John on the bass. John, what was his name?
John Croson.
John Croson, and he's going to be on the bass. Abraham's going to be on the drums. And my grandson, Lucas Donovan, is going to play, a.k.a. Jay Sewell. He's going to be the Jay Sewell. And we'll see how that works out for Lucas. Anyway, Lucas did tell me to remind you to get him a set list pronto, okay? So he can be working on stuff. Anyway, so we're going to have a great time, and everybody's welcome. Abe's going to come. Abe's skipping out on his own church. I think you said you'd be here for the whole day, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, so there you go. So we're just going to have a good time. We'll have music
So
in the
if the
afternoon.
Wenzels don't know, they know now.
Well, they won't know until July 17th. So you have till the July 17th. I'm sure they're not watching the live feed. Okay, I'm positive. I've actually got it in front of me. All right. Any other announcements? I think we're good. Okay, so we're just going to hop right on into the story that we've been talking about since day one. Actually, we've jumped around in the podcast, but we've sort of settled in now on trying to get through Genesis. We're going to get through this entire book sometime this year, I believe. What do you think, Abe? Think so?
Oh, yeah, I think we could do that.
Yeah, I think we can. We're in the 29th chapter of Genesis. I did not start my timer, so I have no idea. Do you have any idea, like, where we're at? Like in the feed?
About 4 minutes.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start that.
There you go.
Kind of know where I'm at. All right. So we've been talking about this life of Jacob's. That's where we're at right now. He's a brother of Esau. He's the younger brother of Esau, a twin. They were paternal twins. Esau was the hairy one. Hairy and red. Red and hairy. What's black and white and red and hairy? Esau. We're in verse 31 of chapter 29 of Genesis if you want to take a look. All right, so the Lord saw that Leah was unloved. Why was Leah unloved, Professor?
She wasn't as beautiful as Rachel.
That's a reason to not love her?
Well, apparently to them it is.
I guess you didn't notice Jacob's reaction the next morning.
What have you done? Yeah, so you'll have to go back and listen to the podcast last week if you really have no idea what we're talking about. But Jacob thought that he was marrying Rachel, and instead he married Leah, and then he got Rachel, and now he has Rachel and Leah. And of course, we know he loves Rachel, and I don't think he doesn't love Leah, but certainly not to the extent that he loves
That's
Rachel.
not what he was expecting.
No. Weak eyes was not his thing.
Nope.
So anyway, so the Lord saw this. Now, don't you find a little how compassionate our God is? Because this has got to be a bad thing for Leah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you put yourself in her shoes. I don't know. He opened her womb so that she could have children. But Rachel was barren. Now, what do you got in the King James for that, Abe? Just want to make sure.
29?
Yeah, 31.
31?
Lord saw that.
When the Lord saw that Leah was hated. Wow,
hated instead of
hated.
unloved. All right, and
He opened her womb, but Rachel was barren.
But Rachel, all right, so basically about the same thing the NASB says. The main thing that I want us to get here with that, it doesn't say that the Lord caused Rachel to be barren.
Right.
It just says she
Just
was
says
barren.
she was.
But he caused Leah to have kids. He said
Yeah.
he opened her womb. It was a miraculous thing. He wanted her to have kids.
Yeah, because here's the thing, maybe they both had a condition, and it's like this one's going to be open, but this one's closed for whatever reason.
Yeah, but it sounds like God opened Leah,
Yes.
but he doesn't close Rachel's.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just Rachel was barren.
Yep.
So, for whatever reason that was. Leah conceived, she bore a son, and she named him after the sandwich, Reuben. Yeah, so which came first, the color or the fruit, orange?
That's interesting.
Yeah. I
Well,
wonder-
that's kind of the same with Reuben. So which came first, the sandwich or
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Reuben came before the sandwich.
you think the boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Because
the Lord has seen my affliction. So is that what his name means? The Lord has
behold
seen my-
a son. That's his name. That's what it means. Behold a son.
Yeah. It's like another translation is the exact same thing, but it says, see, come a son, like see what I did for you, a son.
Yeah.
That's what it means in the Hebrew.
That's why we have the professor.
That's right.
Yeah, that seminary training's paying off.
Yep. You got every dollar
They
was
forgot
well
to train me to
spent.
bring the material with me, though, after I printed it off.
Yeah, his
after
dog-
all that work.
That usually helps.
Yeah, his dog ate his homework. That's why he doesn't have it.
Well, and then the very last words of the verse 32, surely now my husband will love me.
Yeah.
Surely now my husband will love me. You reckon? What do you think? You
He
think
should.
You think he loves her? Now that she's had a son?
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, any normal father would. So I'm assuming yes. But I think the severity of this situation is, in the King James, he was really angry because it says he hated her. He was really angry.
Well, at least she felt hated. That doesn't really say that he hated her.
Yeah, but
it
I
says
mean-
she was.
I'm sure Jacob wasn't like,
Yeah.
all of his time passes and he's like, man, I'm going to have the one that I want.
Okay, but come on.
And then now the next day, this guy's got to be,
How about a little devil's advocate here, though? I mean, that's not the woman I wanted.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
Yeah, but
probably
is he
just
not? But is he not
reactionary.
mad though?
obviously he was.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's what creates hatred.
Yeah.
But it's not that he hates Leah.
He hates
He
the
hates the
situa-
fact that he
Yeah.
didn't get Rachel.
Probably hates Laban. At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
But,
Anyway,
but like you said, she is. In her eyes, they hate her because of it.
but
And
you
she's
know,
feeling that way.
but you know, the Bible and you, Abraham, especially Abraham Lawrence, made a big deal out of Ishmael. That was Abraham's first kid.
Yep.
It was a son. Abraham loved that guy. Do you think he loved Hagar? Because he loved Sarah. So what's the deal? So can you love Reuben and still not care a whole lot about Mama? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He could, he may just have some type of respect towards her because that's
Well,
the
it's
baby
the baby's
mama.
mama.
But yeah,
He said the baby's mom.
like the relationship
What
might
was
be
I
a little
supposed to
bit
say,
bitter.
baby mama?
No, let's not even go into that. Let's not. Let's just keep it on track because that'll be a whole nother
This isn't
thing.
February. If we get Black History Month, we'll discuss it.
Ouch.
I know.
Shots fired.
Verse 33 says she conceived again. and bore a son, and said, because the Lord has heard that I am unloved. Does it say I am hated in the King James? I mean, yeah. Verse 33 now, Ron. She conceived again and bore a son because the Lord has heard that I am
I know. It
hated.
still says hated again.
And that's what I thought. But it says unloved in the NSB. He has therefore given me this son also. So she named him
Simeon.
Simeon, and that means?
To hear or to be heard.
To hear or to be heard. So he's heard my affliction.
Well, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Jacob can't be too mad. He went back again. I'm just saying.
Do you understand that, Joe? She's nodding her head over there.
But I'm just saying, though. I mean,
she was 14. Good job, Nick.
Well, apparently he's not a very mad man at all because there's a whole bunch of them to come.
this is what
Stop
I'm saying.
it already.
I'm sorry, spoiler alert.
Listen.
They're not all Leah's. That's even worse.
Well, I guess he's not mad at handmaidens either.
Oh, my goodness.
Definitely not watching Jeopardy.
And then verse 34. Oh, my goodness. We got to get to this tomorrow. I'm already running late again. Logan and I, we've tried to work out this deal where he stops me at the 10-minute mark. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.